This story came out quite a bit ago, and I wanted to talk about it, but as always, I like to let the dust settle before crazy shit happens, and I start just talking, I like to let the dust settle. So the United Nations wants to ban hentai pornographic video games. This would include visual novels. This would include any games from Japan that have any sexual relevance in them. In any form, shape, it doesn't matter. Pornographic video games and cartoons featuring rape, gang rape, stalking, and the sexual molestation of women and girls. So, let's run through this article together, and then I'm going to talk about this from all points of view. Hopefully, both of us, or, God, I don't even know why I said both of us. Maybe I'm losing my mind over this madness, and I have a split personality right now, because I have to play both sides of the field to talk about this as objectively as possible. So, let's just jump into it, okay? The United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women issued a lengthy list of observations on Japan's 6th periodic report of sexual discrimination on August 7th. In Section 35 of the report on the status of the 1979 Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, yes, this committee's been around since 1979, the committee has welcomed the increased prison times under Japan's revised act banning child prostitution and child pornography. That's good. Japan is doing something about it. However, it expressed concern at the normalization of sexual violence in the state party as reflected by the prevalence of pornographic video games and cartoons featuring rape, gang rape, stalking, and the sexual molestation of women and girls. It is noted that the current child pornography laws do not cover virtual child pornography, such as manga anime software that explicitly depict fictional children. Did you hear that second to last word's really important. That second to last word. Oh man, that almost completely nullifies this argument. Fictional? What? Whoa, crazy. The committee then strongly urged Japan to ban the sale of video games or cartoons involving rape and sexual violence against women, which normalize and promote sexual violence against women and girls. It further recommends that this issue be covered in the revised act. So you guys know what I'm already going to say. Because when you have works of fiction, it is just that, it's fiction. So the question remains then, would we also ban all music that includes rape, gang rape, stalking, and sexual molestation of girls and women? Would we also ban movies that depict that? I mean, even if they're good movies, will we ban documentaries that depict that? Oh, no, those are the exceptions, right? So I'm going to come against this from their point of view, okay? Yes, rape isn't good. Gang rape isn't good. Stalking and sexual molestation of women and girls is not good. But what about the boy pornography? There's mangas for boys, young boys, children boys. Why is it women only? Why? This is fucking bullshit. It should be everyone. If you're going to sit here and say this shit, then you need to make it equal. I am not a sexist person, so I really dislike when these committees are made for women here, but there's not the general committee just saying, hey, how about we just end child pornography completely? Like, maybe that would be a good idea. There's no flat equality here. It's just the women. And you know why? Because it's been in the spotlight for the last few years, I would say, where SJWs and feminists are coming up. And instead of correcting countries that are horrific and have horrific things going on in them, like Afghanistan and other impoverished third world nations, they feel the need to go after Japan's fictional work. But I digress. I guess this is a serious first world problem, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? So now that I have somewhat scrutinized this, do I think child porn should be allowed? No. Do I think the sexual assault, rape, gang rape, stalking, sexual molestation of women and girls should be allowed? No. However, I also do not think we should censor art, and manga is just as much art as a movie is, and video games is just as much art as manga is. So when you go to censor these things, you are censoring art. So if you're going to censor those things, then you also need to go into the museums and you need to censor the child pornography that there is. You need to censor the adult pornography. You need to censor the rape art. You need to censor any art that was inspired by rape, gang rape, stalking, or sexual molestation of girls. You need to censor the books that are written by these feminists talking about their rapes. That does not need to be permitted. That needs to be censored. So if you're going to censor this bullshit, then censor all of it or don't censor it at all. Art should be protected just as it is. It should not be censored. And I'd like to interject that this is the same UN that was formed after World War II to try and bring together the nations and prevent another world war from occurring. This is the same UN that was formed to help Germany pay back its war crimes and reparations owed to other countries. And now, instead of focusing on other bullshit that's happening in the world, feeding the hungry, solving Africa's civil war problem, curing AIDS, cancer, HIV, different diseases, outbreaks, bringing world peace to the Islamic states, they are focusing on banning the sexual assault and molestation of fictional works. Fictional. It doesn't fucking exist. Now, the biggest argument that is going to be portrayed is the fact that, oh, this is normalizing it. Yes, just as Grand Theft Auto in all of its infinity being sold across the world has inspired so many people to go on these rampages. Every day I walk out of my house, there's a guy with a rocket launcher jumping out of a helicopter and blowing the shit out of cars left and right. There's cops randomly rolling up on people. You know, it's the craziest shit in the world, man. I have to put on my bulletproof vest, and when someone shoots me, I just respawn at the fucking hospital, right? Yeah. This shit here, these fictional works of art, they normalize this material as much as Grand Theft Auto normalizes what Grand Theft Auto is. As much as Sword Art Online normalizes Sword Art Online. As much as any other game normalizes violence. Halo normalizes violence against aliens. Hey, we need to ban that violence against them aliens. That's not right. That's not equality. So, what else does there have to be said at this point in time? It's ridiculous, the fact that it's not equal, that we have to protect women, that we can't see women as equals, right? You have to protect them, right? Committee? Been around since 1979 and you're still bullshitting this shit left and right. Almost 30 years plus now. And the best you can do is, oh, you need to ban these things because they normalize this shit. Children think it's okay. Adults play these games. These games are rated for a reason. A lot of hentai is censored. A lot of this shit ends up getting censored. If you're an adult, you can spend your money on what you want to. But banning the shit is not going to solve the problem. Putting more stringent laws, like this, putting more stringent laws will fix the problem. If somebody rapes the shit out of a woman, gets caught, and goes to prison for the rest of his fucking life. Well, hey, maybe that might send a message to some people. Don't fucking rape someone unless you want to go to prison for the rest of your fucking life. There are other countries that do severe shit. In Germany, if you get a DUI while you're driving on the Autobahn, they take your license for the rest of your life. If that's changed anytime soon, I feel bad, but that's a pretty solid law, because going on the Autobahn at over 100 miles an hour, being drunk, you could probably kill several people. So I think the punishment fits the crime. And I think more stringent punishments should fit the crime. Now, rape is something serious, ladies and gentlemen, and accusing someone of rape or child pornography or child molestation, it can ruin their lives. So I don't take stock in accusations. I take stock in people being put behind bars. So if someone is accused of being a rapist, but they've never been indicted, they've never been in court and shit like that, it's bullshit. If they did the crime, they should go to prison. So letting people off the hook for raping, it's not helping the situation at all either. So if you want to stop rape, it's not magically going to say, hey, rapist, don't rape. It's making the punishment much more severe. I mean, I don't know what would be worse, being given the death sentence or being put away for the rest of your life. It's pretty horrible to know that you're going to prison. And I'm not talking about like these cushy prisons in certain areas. I'm talking about like just regular fucking prison, pound me in the ass, federal penitentiary, you're gonna get raped yourself prison. So I don't know what else to say about this. It's just ridiculous that they would rather ban fiction. Demand. Oh, you better ban that hentai, that cause it normalizes rape. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I have much else to say, and since I'm sick, I am going to go ahead and sign off here. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your comments down in the section below. I do not apologize for rape. I'm not a rape apologist. I don't think there is any excuse to rape anyone, but I also do not take stock in false claims. I do not think fictional works of art, it doesn't have to be your kind of art. You could hate it. You could say that art is filth and it deserves to be banned, but it's still protected as art, whether you like it or not. And that goes for biographies discussing rape. That goes for the feminists who discuss if they've ever been raped. That's a protected medium. Well, I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. And as always, good gaming and God bless.
Thanks for watching my video and making it to the end, and would you please consider subscribing to my channel? By subscribing to my channel, you are not only supporting me, but also joining a community that is against stereotypes, lies, and fraud in gaming. I work my hardest to inform my subscribers of important stories that might affect them. From new games to important updates, the Mavericks are always informed. If you are tired of political correctness ruining your gaming experience, then join my rebellion, because PC isn't for me. And if it isn't for you either, consider yourself a friend of the Mavericks. Subscribe today and you'll be in good hands. Mavericks unite, and together we can keep gaming from falling prey to the people that would not only censor it, but also destroy it.